'Tis a live shot of Kiev right now, or Kiev, I should say. My apologies. By the way, those who are trying to work out why is it Kiev or Kiev, as best as I understand, Kiev is the Russian pronunciation. So Kiev, being the local, is the one that people are trying to get out there. Now, by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, the president of Ukraine, or at least his representatives, will be meeting with Russian representatives. They won't do so in Belarus, and Belarus is one of those places that's a country that's effectively loyal to Russia. It's being used as a staging point to come and take over the Ukraine. Initially, the Russians wanted the meeting to happen in Belarus. That's not going to happen. Instead, it'll be happening on the border between Ukraine and Belarus. The expectation is that we won't hear any grand gesture of peace, but the Ukrainians are going into this suggesting that, well, at least they want to sit down to hear what might be on the table. We'll see what happens. But as Andrew Bolt mentioned a few minutes ago, and it's worth repeating here, about some of the stupid takes that people have at a time when people are absolutely suffering. Can you believe that this bloke in 2004 was put up as the Democrat Party's nominee to be president of the United States at a time when war is tearing Eastern Europe apart and global focus is on the suffering of human beings? Well, he's still talking about climate change.
You're going to lose people's focus. You're going to lose certainly big country attention because they will be diverted, and I think it could have a damaging impact. So, you know, I think hopefully President Putin would realize that in the northern part of his country, they used to live on 66% of a nation that was over frozen land. Now it's thawing, and his infrastructure is at risk, and the people of Russia are at risk. And so I hope President Putin will help us to stay on track with respect to what we need to do for the climate.
What a clueless, heartless moron. A bloke who doesn't just fly at the front of the plane but has his own private planes and has no idea about the reality of what's happening. You know, because you've been watching it all day, every night, double checking on your phone what's happening, what feels like a world away, but it is part of our very own planet. A missile blowing up somebody's house. Apartment blocks, multiple people have died there. Kids that are in bomb shelters right now, or train stations that have been turned into them. Sobbing kids because their dad said, "I love you, I hope to see you into the future," but he goes to fight while they become saved as they move towards the west of the country and move towards places like Poland.